Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel, My Crypto Teacher. My name is Ida and I am your crypto teacher. Guys, today I know the thumbnail says, is this crypto? Is this an opportunity? So I'm going to talk about the market crash. Crypto has crashed. The traditional financial markets has crashed. There's a lot that's going on. And I'm just going to share a little bit more about my personal experience in investing and in crypto and how I was able to make several $100,000 in a short period of time by buying low and selling high. Okay, so we're going to talk about a lot of stuff, but first let me tell you, remember, I am not a financial advisor. I am just simply sharing with you information so you can make your own decisions. I bring you videos a few times per week. If you haven't already, please click on like, subscribe, and share. Sharing is caring. And I'm saying accumulate, even though I'm not a financial advisor. Now, I know that a lot of you all are extremely stressed out. You are stressed out. The market is down, down, down. Now, my thing is, I like to tell people, don't look at the market every day. You should not be looking at the market every day. That's rule number one. And even though this market is down, here's the thing. If you have an investment account, if you have a 401k, a 403b, if you have some kind of a pension investment, if you have mutual funds, whatever you have, you don't look at those items every day. And neither do I. I haven't even looked at the market today. I know that it is way down. It was down over, the Dow was down over 800 points a couple days ago. The NASDAQ was down over 400 points. That is the nature of investment markets, crypto markets, traditional markets. That's what we call a correction. And markets are going to always, always, always correct. They are. That's just how it works. They go up, 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 up for a certain period of time. That's typically referred to a bull market. And then when you have these severe 20% or more pullbacks, that's what we call a correction and a bear market. Now, there's lots of reasons why the market is crashing. Reason number one. We came out of the pandemic, and remember during that pandemic when everybody was working from home, a lot of people left their jobs, people became very comfortable in their lives, they changed their priorities, a lot of people were able to spend more time, quality time with their family, their friends, their children. A lot of people have decided not to go back into the traditional workforce. Okay, during the pandemic, you had a lot of backlogs. So a lot of things that were traditionally made, they were not being made because people were not working. Companies were not generating and producing things that they would normally produce, okay? So here's what happened. Now that we're returning back to normal, and it's almost normal, we have something called inflation. And inflation is extremely, extremely dangerous to a country's currency, because if inflation gets out of control, the currency of that country becomes less valuable. So the United States is the dominant currency of the world, and what the United States doesn't want to happen is for another country to come in and have their currency become the dominant currency of the world. So the United States has to reel in inflation. All right. They just do. They got to reel it in. So you got inflation. You've got the war in Ukraine. So a lot of people don't understand. A lot of products come out of Ukraine in terms of wheat and other types of food sources that are used for foundational ingredients. And now that those products cannot get out of Ukraine, it's having an impact on food all over the world, because we live in a global society. We're all interconnected. We all share with each other. Technology has afforded that for us. And that's why we know that technology is going to continue to improve and get better. Okay. So you've got inflation, you've got the war in Ukraine. That's a big deal. And a lot of things are backlogged in the system, okay? And then also the productivity, a lot of people just don't work. They don't. On top of that, the government gave away tons of money. And I work, I'm middle class, I pay taxes, okay? So a lot of people really got something for nothing. And that's what it boils down to. And somebody's got to pay that bill. So the other issue is going to be the government has got to figure out a way to replenish their money coffers so that we can pay our bills. So you got a lot of different dynamics that's going on. We have an ultra toxic political parties, and it's crazy. It is, we've got some really sick people who are just really troubled. They are. And so I'm going to stay off that. That's a whole nother thing. And then you also look what we got going on. We got people are murdering our children. People are murdering our children. And I'm going to say this. The NRA, it's a sham. It's a sham. It is. Do your own homework. They've stolen a ton of money from their followers and their members. And anyone that does not or will not protect children, remember the children in Texas, they were learning how to do math, learning how to read. You have children sitting in a classroom and someone comes in and murders them. 9 and 10-year-olds, and you have a group of people who, because they're giving money and donations from an organization, refuse to make laws to protect our children. They make me sick to my stomach. I don't even care about Ted Cruz liking crypto. He makes me sick to my stomach because I work with beautiful children every day, and they deserve better. We're supposed to protect them at any cost. At any cost. And the fact that any politician will not protect our children, they sicken me. They really do. Because our kids deserve better. And as a parent, your kids deserve better. They're not perfect, but they're perfect for us. And so I'm going to get off that soapbox. I'm just saying I had to just get that out there because I am sickened at our kids being under attack. And I don't want to hear anything about the Second Amendment because I'm a gun owner as well. And no law is going to prevent me from owning a gun. None. So don't talk to me about Second Amendment rights. People can wait. If you want to buy a weapon, you can wait. What makes you so grand that you can't wait to buy a weapon? What's up with that? You can wait. You can get clearance. Mental health is a crisis in this country. And if it means that our children are protected, I can wait. So anyway, I'm getting off of that. So that's a lot of what's going on, okay? That's a lot of what's going on in our country. So you've got inflation, gas prices, everything. Oil impacts everything. Everything. Logistically, trucks have to move, airplanes have to move, trains have to move. So oil impacts everything. So all of that is what's going on. So I'm going to go ahead, and I didn't mean to get on my soapbox, but I did because I'm an educator. And I've had the pleasure of working with thousands of beautiful young children and families. And they are near and dear to my heart. And I've really been struggling not to say anything, but I could not help myself. I need these people with this NRA to get on the right side. Your kids, look in the face of your child. Our kids they are stressed out. They are stressed out. They are stressed out. And they shouldn't be. And Ted Cruz is such a dummy. This is how you know he doesn't go into a school building. He suggests we have one way in and one way out. How do you move 1,000 kids in and out one door? How does that is not safe at all. These people are out of touch. They have no idea what happens in a school. They don't. There's no way you can have a one way in and a one way out. It's idiotic. It's idiotic. And I need for them to come and spend some time in some real schools so they can see how we transition around a building. And we don't lock our children up like prisoners. That's not what we do. We make laws that increase the protection. Not to say things won't happen, but you make sure you do everything possible to protect our children, period. All right, so anyway, let me go on. I know that was a rant. Sorry. But let's take a look at the market. I know the market is down. The market is down. I'm not even looking at it. Bitcoin is $21,000. This is amazing. Never thought I would see $21,000 Bitcoin, but we see it. I first bought Bitcoin at about $8,000. I bought it at about $8,000. And when it got up to about 15, I sold it. Because I thought 15 was going to be it. I sold it. And the other thing too, I didn't have a really good understanding about Bitcoin. And this was back in about 2019, 2020. And so I wasn't a real believer, but I'm a much better believer now because our financial system is in a wreck. It's in a wreck. So Bitcoin, I don't believe is going anywhere. I believe it is here to stay. All right, so let's go ahead and let's take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is 21,000. Ethereum is 1,100. When I bought Ethereum, I started buying Ethereum at about 2,900. Thought I had hit the jackpot. Apparently, I could have waited, but I've been dollar cost averaging in because I have a 3 to 5 year plan. Like with the rest of my investments, it's okay. It's okay. So Cardano, let me give you my Cardano story. So when I first got into crypto, I started buying, I bought XRP first. I bought XRP and XLM, and I began to research the market, and I started buying VeChain. At that time, VeChain was less than a penny. It was about 1/2 of a cent. And I'm sharing with you all so you can kind of get an insight into how I got my money in crypto. So I you know, at 1/2 of a penny, I bought a lot of it. So I accumulated about 400,000 VeChain. I did. It was cheap. It was dirt cheap. I just bought it. I would pay like 50 bucks a week, 35 bucks a week. And VeChain went up to 28 cents. When it went up to 28 cents, I didn't sell it, but I started selling it at about 25 cents. I was like, wow, 25 cents, it's a lot of money. So I sold my VeChain and I made a little bit over 100 grand, and it took about 9 months, okay? At that same time, I fell in love with Cardano. Cardano was about 5 cents. So you all can do the math. So I took a lot of my money from VeChain. I took some money off the table, took out all of my investment, and I bought me a lot of Cardano. And then I started buying some other projects as well. And then Cardano went up to like $3 or 3 plus something. Shoot, I started selling Cardano at about $2.90. Then I sold some more at about $2. I still own some Cardano. I think it's one of the best projects on the market. I look at the person behind the project. Charles Hoskinson is a genius, in my opinion. In my opinion, I look at him. He's a genius, and I like the way that he does his work. Cardano is a research-based blockchain. They're going to win. They're a little bit slow about doing things, but that's what happens when you're using research. They didn't just rush to the market, but I love Cardano. So I was able to get Cardano, and I got a lot of it at 5 cents, and I was able to take some profits at about $2, almost $3. And so that's what I did. And then I started buying some more blue chip projects. You know, I started getting to Chainlink, Ethereum, and that's just kind of my journey and what happened with me. Now, I made the bulk of my money on Seller Network. Seller Network, I always get around 1 or 2 cents. It went up to like 18, 19 cents. And I'm sharing this with you so you can see. I owned a lot of it. I made a lot of money off of Zeal. Zilliqua went up. I got Zilliqua for about, I don't know, 2 or 3 cents. It went up to about 25 cents or so. Sold it. I did the same thing with Harmony One. Harmony One is going to make it. Let me tell you all about blockchain. A lot of teams don't have developers. They don't have developers. And here's the problem with not having developers. You're always trying to get developers. Well, see, here's the deal with Harmony One. All of the founders and co-founders, they are the developers. So Harmony One doesn't have to go out and get as much talent and find people to keep their chain going, because the founders are the ones that are doing the work primarily on their chain. That's why I believe in that project. Seller Network, they have PhDs and computer scientists. They're doing the work on their own chain. They're not at the mercy of developers. And that's why I believe in that project as well. So, you know, you do your own research. decide what you want to do, and make your decisions accordingly. But the market is down. I'm not worried about it. I believe in my heart that the big boys, the institutions, are intentionally suppressing the market because they want to get this crypto cheap. I believe that this technology is not going anywhere. It's too good. And I'm going to share a quick article with you about JP Morgan. Look what they're doing. JP Morgan wants to bring trillions of dollars of tokenized assets to DeFi. They want to bring trillions. The bank's recent tokenization of money market funds with BlackRock dovetails with an institutional DeFi project led by the Monetary Authority of Singapore. Okay, JP Morgan hopes it has found a way for decentralized finance DeFi developers to leverage the yield generating potential of non-crypto assets. They're marrying the traditional financial world to blockchain and crypto. Speaking to CoinDesk at Consensus 2022, Tyrone Lobin, he's the head of the Onyx digital assets at JP Morgan, described in detail the bank's institutional grade DeFi plans and highlighted how much value in tokenized assets is waiting in the wings. And that's it. Over time, we think tokenizing U.S. treasuries or money market fund shares, for example, means these could all potentially be used as collateral in DeFi pools, Lobin said. The overall goal is to bring these trillions of dollars of assets into DeFi so that we can use these new mechanisms for trading, borrowing, and lending, but with the scale of institutional assets. And that's really it, guys. If you don't think these large institutionals are creating the framework and the foundation to get into crypto, you're naive. And that's why I'm not selling. I was very blessed and fortunate. I didn't get greedy. I've taken a lot of my money out of the market, but I still have a lot in. And so I'm not selling. This is an opportunity. What I am doing, I am buying. I know that I'm going to die on the Chainlink hill. I'm going to die on that Chainlink hill. I'm buying more Chainlink. I'm a believer in Seller Network, Harmony One, Zilliqua. I know some people don't like altcoins. That is what I've chosen to do because that's where I made all of my money. That's where I made a lot of money. Okay, so I have some Bitcoin. Of course I do. You just got to have some Bitcoin. I do believe it's going to be the store of value, but I'm not nervous. This is an opportunity. Right now, this crypto is an opportunity. And you can see JP Morgan and BlackRock, they're working on it. I just hope that you don't wake up someday and you think, you figure that you just missed out, okay? So the other thing is, look at Celsius. We know the Terra Luna. I don't talk about that Terra Luna because I didn't buy it. I didn't do anything fancy to make my money, and I made a lot of it. I bought low, and I sold when I felt like it was worth selling. This Celsius, they put a halt on withdrawals. I do have an account with BlockFi. That's one of my accounts. I feel safe with it. I like it. I like it. So I like BlockFi. I don't use Celsius, or I didn't buy Terra Luna. I just do my own research. Because you listen to all these people and they have all the answers. They sound so fancy. It doesn't take all that. Here's what we know. You know how I knew we were in a recession? All you got to do is go to the store. You don't need any economist to tell you that you're in a recession. When you drive down the street, look at the gas prices. I don't need any fancy talk. When I go into the store and everything is expensive, when I go out to a restaurant, everything is expensive. That's how I know we're in a recession. I don't need all this fancy stuff. You already know. And then here's the thing, the interest rates. So the FOMC, the Fed chairman, they're meeting on June 14th and 15th, which is Tuesday and Wednesday of this week. They're probably going to do the interest rates 1 point. They're probably going to raise it by 1 point because inflation was up. What they need to do is quit playing around. Quit dragging it out. Quit dragging the pain out. Just hit us with it. You're going to up these interest rates. Up the rates. Go all in. Do it on the front end. Don't drag it out and just torture us. I think the reason why the market went down so drastically is because they're going to raise the rates 1 point. I think it's going to be 1. It'll be at least 75. It's not going to be 50. It's going to be 75 or it'll be 1. And I think in July, it'll be another 75 or another 1, because people are getting irritated and getting turned off with the government because they're dragging things out. Quit dragging it out. Just hit us with it. We know it's coming, right? To get this train back on the track. So that's what's going on. So Celsius, they halted trading, but I don't think they're going to go under. I think they're going to be okay. They're going to be okay. Terra Luna was a whole nother deal. Why people are still fooling around with that crypto, I have no idea. You know, you got to know when to hold, know when to fold. Leave, you know, you got 15,000 choices of digital assets. 15,000. Don't fool around with the ones that are proving themselves not to be good projects. You got 15,000 to choose from. And this should be your wake-up call. If you're fooling around, you know, Dogecoin doesn't really have a purpose. I know people love Dogecoin. Just do your homework. Do your homework and see exactly the value that your token or your crypto brings to the table. See if they have partnerships with outside companies. See what they're doing. See what their true value and their true purpose is. And if you can't clearly understand the value of that crypto, you probably don't want to own it. Everything, I don't buy meme coins. I did buy Shiba Inu. I got on that Shiba Inu and I was able to get out with a pretty penny. I got it dirt cheap. I had a good friend of mine. I suggested to her, you probably want to at some point sell, take some profits. She told me no. But you know, she's not feeling good about that decision now, right? Don't be afraid to take profit. When you make money, and I've been at this for a couple years now, when you make money, take some money off the table. Take some money off the table, at least your initial investment. So anyway, so that's all the things that's going on. You got the Celsius, you know, they stopped allowing people. But the good news is this. JP Morgan and BlackRock, they are big boys in the industry. Fidelity, they're going to offer Bitcoin in their 401ks. Guys, crypto is going up. The big boys, they just got to get in. They're not going to pay those high prices. So I believe it's a concerted effort to bring down the entire market. That's what I believe. I think that blockchain, I tell you all the time, is the future. I believe it is the future. And so I'm not selling anything until the market comes back up. I can wait 2 years, maybe 3. And so now I think that this is an opportunity, and I'm accumulating the projects that I like. I can get some more sand. I've been buying some Atom. You know, I've been buying more Gala. These are real projects. They got real partnerships. They've got real balance sheets. So I like the technology. So that's what I'm doing, okay? So don't get caught up. Quit looking at this stuff every day. You don't look at your 401k every day or your mutual funds. Just check in on it, right? And make sure you know what's going on in the market overall. But I think it's an opportunity. I'm not sweating at all. I'm not over leveraged. I haven't invested any money that I can't afford to lose. I can wait. I can wait. Okay, so I'm not depressed at all. I'm kind of happy because this is an opportunity for me to buy more Chainlink. Yes, I'm going to die on that Chainlink hill. I am. I probably am. But anyway, so my name is Ida. I just want to talk to you all about the market and what's going on and just the world, okay? So just hang in. Don't miss this boat. This is the greatest opportunity of your lifetime, in my opinion. Don't miss out. Do not miss out. Stay with it. Do your homework now. Now you can buy some of these projects dirt cheap. So when they go up and people want to jump in, you can do like I did. You can go ahead and start selling. You can scaling your way out of the project, okay? So my name is Ida. I'm your crypto teacher. I bring you videos a few times a week. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Remember, sharing is caring. Like, subscribe, share, and I'm also saying accumulate. So until next time, take care.